JoJo Cross is here. How are you guys? I am here on the island of Peppermint and we are going to take a little tour because this island is complete. Yay! I'm so excited about it. So we've got this little flag here that we put up, and I think it's definitely signifies the colors, and us using the little fake trees and stuff kind of fits. We had our yellow airport. Let's look at our map just so you can see how we ended up at the end. As you'll see, there is absolutely no water on this island, like not even a lick of water except what's around it. We also have no terraforming except over by the museum. That is the only part of the island that got any kind of terraforming. You can't see on the map, but there are actually also no trees on this island, not one single tree. I am kind of curious as to what our rating is on this island, considering that, we don't have any trees, sort of minimal flowers, to be honest, especially with how many I normally use versus how many is in there right now. So yeah, I'm kind of curious about it. So let's go and check that out before we get going. But we have on this island, we've got Dizzy, we've got Penelope, Joey, Filbert, Stitches, Henry, Static, Puddles, Rod, and Hamlet. I think it's a very good mix of colors, and they're very kid-like villagers in my opinion. So I really like the villagers that ended up on this island. I also like how the island ended up. It was really easy to traverse and stuff, so that part's really cool. So let's get going and go take a look. This is our entrance, and we're going big or going home on the color. So y'all, if you are color phobic, put your sunglasses on. But we had fun with this island, or at least I did. I put as much color into it as was possible. We kind of went more with a pastel, but there are some primary colors mixed in here and there. Just because it's kind of hard with the game to have variation without a little bit of that in it. But we have the train going either way in either direction. This one's heading off in this direction, and the other one is heading off in that direction. And then we've got our little pathway that continues through, a little crosswalk to be, or the little, I use the crosswalk things, but really their intention is, hey, there's a train coming, but they don't really have a train crossing section. We used a lot of these illuminated trees, illuminated items. These little flowers, the little Mario flowers are super cute. So anyway, let's head to the right to start. We have this little area in front of Abel's sisters. Went ahead and did some things that they would sell to children or to people who live on a Kidcore island. You got to get your little hat. I put a different version of the one I'm wearing there, and then a little knit hat. These are some custom codes that I found on Pinterest. They are super cute. And the same with these ones over here as well. Sahara, you are ruining the mood here. And then if you continue over to the right and kind of circle around, I just put a lot of little drawings around in the empty spaces. All of the beaches are blocked off because I did not do the beaches. So anyway, then over here we have our campsite. I did not put a campsite villager in for the tour, but I think I will try to do that before I make my dream address. I actually have not done that yet, but at the end of this video, I will let you know what the dream address is. So just stay tuned for that. I don't have it up yet. Okay, so we're going along. There's been kids out here, they're riding tricycles. You know how kids just leave their bikes and stuff everywhere? That's what this is all about, okay? And then if you continue up, you'll see only trees that you see on this island are fake trees. There are no real trees anywhere. This is the main hub for waiting for the train to go by here by Resident Services. And here's Penelope doing a little yoga out here. You go, girl. Anyways, so we have all this just again to unify the island. We've got our little cross area and stuff like that. Most of the areas around this island are just lined with the little fake trees and stuff like that. If you go here to the left, we have our little ice skating rink. And in this area, there is a little bit of primary color with our fencing. This is our little centerpiece in the middle. We've got all our little bench you can sit on if you get tired of going around. I put the lights around to make it kind of fun. I also will show the island in the dark, but we'll do a quick run around on that one. I won't be doing a full like voice tour. I'll just kind of do a quick voice tour if that makes sense. This was one of the final builds, the second to last build we just did. This one is the little post office for our little Kidcore island. People are sending out Christmas gifts like crazy. They are piling up. Behind the post office, you just see a bunch of trees and things back there for decor. You can't really get back there. I mean, it's kind of difficult. Like you could kind of run back here and sort of take a look-see from the perimeter of it, but once you try to walk in, you're kind of blocked. So it's not even scooch core, it's don't come back your core. So just FYI, if you try to walk back behind the island, probably not gonna get too far. Over here was our last build we did, which is the gift wrapping area. Our little gyroid elves are hard at work wrapping presents. We've got the wrap out, all different versions of it. And this is my house here. We'll go in just a second, but here there's just a few more toys back here that have been left. And again, you can't really get through to where all the trees and stuff are, but they are back there. Let's head into my little house and see how that turned out. I did not decorate any of the house except the front room. So just know, this is it right here. This is all you're gonna get. And we just did a big room full of presents, and yeah, it's just a little winter room here, and the rooms are kind of blocked, so you can't really get in. You can go up or down if you want, but there will be nowhere for you to see anything. So anyway, we'll head on out of our little house, but I unfortunately did not put a whole lot of effort into the homes on this island. None of the villager houses are decorated on the inside, and the only thing that I did was remodel the outside to suit the builds. Even these last two I did not change. I'm not sure if in the final DA if I'll change those at all, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna leave them alone. They're fine. If you continue back here behind the ice skating rink, we've got our big Santa's castle. This is where Santa lives. And so the entranceway is here. And you can kind of see the building back there just a skosh, but yeah, this is the beginning. His sleigh is parked out front because he's getting ready to load up all the gifts. And then we have all the decorative items around each side just to make it very, decorated up and pretty. This is our little gingerbread house we have over here on the left-hand side. It is made up of two houses together. And so we went ahead and just made the front of it kind of look gingerbready. And then we surrounded it with some little trees and snowmen and this beautiful little fence that I have found it works really well in the winter because the snow helps cover the top and makes it look a lot more like frosting or something like that. So it's super cute. If you continue down over here, this is our neighborhood. We can come in through the back because I did make an entrance back here too. There's Filbert hanging out near home here. We have just a lot of decorative items. If you follow the little candy path, you can come around to the front of each house. There's some walkways in on either side. Not a whole lot going on over here. It's just some decorative items, and this is where the trains are passing by and stuff, but it makes a nice walkway to get around the island. I did decorate each house in different colors, and they sort of fit the villagers a little bit. I tried to kind of fashion it around their looks, like Static's house has his same look with the purple house and the yellow roof, just like he's purple with yellow. And again, you can walk in from this side too. And then if you continue back out and go through this area here, this is another house up front. This is our little sledding area. So we have all of our sleds out, and the kids have been going down this hill and just having a blast and, you know, running into the hedge over here. That's their little cushion. The main entrance to our neighborhood is down this way. And so basically, if you come in from the bottom, you are greeted with a couple of snowmen and trees. And if you walk straight ahead, you've got this little centerpiece in the middle where the kids obviously have been opening their presents and playing with all their toys out here, and they're all scattered about. And then if you continue over to this side on this direction, this is our hill where we have our little inner tube hill. I'm going to have to pick these up. I did not even see that they had spawned over here. So I will have to do that before I do my dream address, but it's okay for right now. You guys are Gucci. But anyways, so this is our little inner tubing area over here, which is super cute. Okay, and then if we continue on down the line, we're going to come to the area where Nook's Cranny is, and that's kind of up to the left of the front of the island. Here's the train that we had right here. And so if you come in through this direction, they've just got obviously some toys for sale out front. My dogs are being crazy. Can you hear them? They're nuts. Rocky, Willow, y'all are nuts. Anyway, this is our little area where we've got some stuffies for sale and things like that. And so anyway, that's how Nook's Cranny ended up here. And then you can go through this direction to get to our little carnival / amusement park back here. And here you'll find your little teacup ride. We've got our little elephant to greet us here, balloons, benches to sit if you're tired of walking around the island or whatnot. This is the second entrance over this way by Resident Services. Behind our Able Sisters and Nooks, there's just some decorative items to make it, you know, colorful and tied in. But if you continue back over here, we've got our little merry-go-round. And if you continue back, we've got this little area here where you can get on the Ferris wheel, or you can come back here and play some games, have a seat if you would like, grab a balloon, you know, those sorts of things. If you continue up this little area through the entrance, this is the main entrance to our ice skating rink. This is where you will come to rent your skates right back here. You're going to lock your stuff up in the lockers. Here's a bench for you to sit down. People have left their shoes and socks out because, hello, it's kids. They're not organized, you know. But you can grab your skates, and then this is the main entrance onto the skating rink that we kind of took a tour of already. So anyway, I believe that covers most of the island. What I would like to do now is I'm going to go ahead and finish the cleanup a tiny bit. I'm going to go to night. I'd like to show it to you in the night because there's a lot of glowy items on this island, and I think it would be fun to take a look at in the night. And then I will set the dream address and show you what that is, and we will call it a day. So I'll be right back with the night view of this island. Okay, I am back and we are here at nighttime. I just wanted to see what this whole thing looks like all lit up at night. So it is pretty cool looking. I'm just not sure that it is, you know, the vibe that I want for this island. We're still very much missing some of the color at night, which, you know, might be a good thing if you guys are like not into the real vibrant brightness of the island. It kind of helps tone down all these things. But I kind of like this island all crazy. But I did want to go through and just kind of see what everything looked like all lit up, because there are quite a few trees and things that just light everything up around here. But some areas are much brighter than others, so it just kind of depends, you know. Look at our little ice skating rink with the lights around it. That's super cute. I do enjoy that. I I do enjoy it. That would be a cute little area to go to, wouldn't it? All right, and then we've got our little area here. Let's see how our castle looks at night. Yeah, it's super pretty. Ooh, I think there's stars. I heard a star. So I think we've got stars tonight too, which would be super cute too, but that's okay. I think we're gonna probably set it in the day because that just, I don't know, it seems to mesh a little better with this island as far as I'm concerned. But I did want to take a look at it and just see the differences between night and day, you know, see what it looks like. The neighborhood looks really cute with all these different colors and the lights and stuff. Really cute. I love it. Yeah, that definitely is really adorable. But again, I think we're going to go ahead and keep with the daytime of it. So let me get to the daytime, set my dream address, and I will be right back. All right, everyone, we got our dream address. So Peppermint has this dream address. And so we got that all finished. So let me just get out of this little sleepy time bed here, and I will come back and we'll say goodbye. So I'll be right back. All right, everyone, I'm back, and here's the map, and it should show the dream address there now, which it does. So if you guys want to have that, that's where that is. And I did put some gifts out for everyone, so they're right here. I did not end up putting a campsite villager in. Why? Because I forgot. But it's okay. It's the main focus is not that, so it's all right. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of this first ever Kidcore Island I've ever done, and I hope you come to visit it and get to kind of just look around and see what you think of it. It's pretty easy to get around, and you don't have to worry about the houses or the beaches, so it's a pretty quick little run through. But I appreciate all of your time and you being here, and you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you on the next one. We should be starting a new island soon. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you again. Bye.